Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Chicago Bears.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. There he goes, right side.
You're gonna make
Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 71 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff for Chicago.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
First quarter with the score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Rolling to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. First down, a run with Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
To
Tariq Cohen. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bears 14, Jets 10. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Jets take over first and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
By the Bears.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, crowd. Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully.
At the 2-yard line.
On first and goal, Gore. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A 3-yard pickup.
On second and 7, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Out of bounds.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Darnold from the gun. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago! 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man is Denzel Mims.
Darnold's
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
Throwing again is Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Screenplay, Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Darnold completes it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Darnold from the red zone now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Trubisky will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. That into the hands of his tight end, Holtz. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And the Bears are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bears will extend their lead.
Cairo Santos.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Corey Valentine on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned